The truth is, most men never stop to think about what's really happening inside their bodies every time they masturbate. It's just a quick release, a way to relieve stress, maybe even something done out of boredom. But what if I told you that this simple act, something so routine, so automatic, could be affecting your prostate in ways you never imagined? What if the very thing that brings you momentary pleasure is silently altering your body's chemistry, influencing your hormones, and potentially increasing or decreasing your risk of prostate disease? Before you brush this off as just another internet scare tactic, let's get one thing straight. Science has been diving deep into the connection between ejaculation frequency and prostate health, and the findings are nothing short of shocking. You see, your prostate isn't just some irrelevant gland sitting idly in your body. It plays a crucial role in your reproductive system, responsible for producing the seminal fluid that carries your sperm. And every time you ejaculate, your prostate is actively engaged, contracting, releasing fluids, and interacting with hormones that dictate its long-term health. So here's the big question. Is masturbation saving your prostate or silently wrecking it? The answer is far from simple. Some studies suggest that regular ejaculation could lower the risk of prostate cancer by flushing out toxins and preventing the buildup of harmful substances. Others warn that excessive stimulation could be doing more harm than good, creating a dependency on dopamine-driven pleasure while potentially leading to chronic inflammation. But before we dive deeper into the science, let's talk about something that most men never even consider. What happens inside your body the moment you climax? At the peak of orgasm, your brain releases a cocktail of chemicals. Dopamine floods your system, giving you that intense pleasure rush, while oxytocin and prolactin kick in to create a sense of relaxation and satisfaction. But here's the kicker. Frequent masturbation, especially when tied to pornography, can desensitize your brain's reward system. What does that mean for your prostate? Well, research suggests that overstimulation can contribute to hormonal imbalances, affecting the delicate environment in which your prostate thrives. Testosterone levels fluctuate. The balance between androgens and estrogens shifts, and over time, these changes may influence the development of prostate conditions. But let's flip the script for a second. What if you barely masturbate? What if you believe in semen retention, holding back ejaculation for extended periods? Some claim that doing so can supercharge your testosterone levels, enhance focus, and improve overall well-being. But the flip side, studies have found that prolonged abstinence may lead to stagnation in the prostate, allowing potentially harmful carcinogens to accumulate in the gland. In other words, there's a fine line between too much and too little, and most men have no idea where they stand. And let's talk about age. A 20-year-old's prostate is not the same as a 50-year-old's. Younger men tend to produce and clear seminal fluid more efficiently, but as men age, the dynamics change. The prostate enlarges, the risk of prostatitis increases, and conditions like benign prostatic hyperplasia, BPH, become more common. Could masturbation be a preventive measure, or is it accelerating the process? Some experts argue that moderate ejaculation may help keep the prostate active and functioning properly, while others warn that excessive stimulation could exacerbate inflammation and irritation in an already aging gland. So now you might be wondering, what's the right answer? Should you be ejaculating more or less? The truth is, there's no one-size-fits-all rule. Genetics, lifestyle, diet, and overall health all play a role in determining what's best for you. But one thing is certain, ignoring your prostate's needs and blindly following habits without understanding their consequences is a dangerous game. The science is evolving, and the deeper we dig, the more we uncover about the intricate relationship between sexual health and long-term well-being. But this is just the beginning. What if everything you thought you knew about masturbation was based on myths? What if the so-called truths you've heard your whole life are actually misleading you? In the next section, we'll dismantle the biggest misconceptions surrounding masturbation and prostate health. Some of them might shock you, and others might make you rethink everything. Stay with me, because what you're about to discover could change the way you see your own body forever. Imagine this. You've been hearing for years that masturbation is either completely harmless or on the flip side, secretly damaging your body. But no one ever sits you down and gives you the real, raw truth. It's either an awkward conversation or something brushed off as normal without any real discussion about the consequences. And because of this, countless men go through life confused, wondering if they should be doing it more, less, or not at all. The problem? A lot of what you think you know might be based on myths, not science. One of the biggest misconceptions floating around is that frequent masturbation can cause an enlarged prostate. This fear has been embedded in men's minds for decades, passed down through whispers and half-truths. But here's the reality. Benign prostatic hyperplasia, BPH, the non-cancerous enlargement of the prostate that many men experience as they age, is primarily influenced by hormones, particularly dihydrotestosterone, DHT. While excessive masturbation can cause temporary congestion in the prostate, leading to discomfort, it is not the root cause of long-term enlargement. The real culprit behind BPH is far more complex, involving age-related hormonal shifts and genetic predispositions, rather than the number of times you ejaculate per week. And yet, on the other end of the spectrum, some argue that masturbation might actually protect against prostate cancer. This idea comes from studies suggesting that regular ejaculation helps flush out toxins and carcinogens that could otherwise accumulate in the prostate. In 2016, a widely cited study found that men who ejaculated more than 21 times per month had a lower risk of developing prostate cancer compared to those who ejaculated less frequently. Sounds convincing, right? But before you take that as absolute truth, it's important to understand that correlation does not always mean causation. Factors like overall health, diet, and lifestyle could be influencing the results just as much as ejaculation frequency. Plus, there's still a lot we don't know about the long-term effects of frequent masturbation on prostate tissue. And then there's the issue of pornography, an elephant in the room that no one wants to talk about. For many men, masturbation and porn's consumption go hand in hand, creating a cycle of hyperstimulation that the brain adapts to over time. This isn't just about arousal, it's about brain chemistry. Watching excessive amounts of porn can rewire your dopamine system, making natural sexual encounters feel less stimulating in comparison. And while this may not directly damage your prostate, it does raise an important question. If you're constantly overstimulating your nervous system, is it affecting the way your body responds to sexual function? Could it be leading to more chronic inflammation in the prostate or changes in hormonal balance? Some experts believe the link is worth exploring. If this video opened your eyes to the truth about prostate health, don't keep it to yourself. Hit that like button, subscribe for more content like this, and share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Your health is in your hands. Take action today. Speaking of hormone balance, another widespread belief is that semen retention, or abstaining from ejaculation for long periods, can boost testosterone and improve masculine energy. You've probably come across stories of athletes, monks, or even CEOs claiming that avoiding ejaculation gives them a mental and physical edge. But what does science say? The truth is, short-term semen retention can cause a brief spike in testosterone levels, but this effect is temporary. Long-term abstinence does not appear to lead to consistently higher testosterone. In fact, some studies suggest that prolonged retention can lead to an increase in stress hormones like cortisol, which may have the opposite effect. And as we mentioned earlier, abstaining for too long could lead to stagnation in the prostate, allowing bacteria and toxins to accumulate, increasing the risk of prostatitis. So, where does this leave you? You've been told a masturbation will ruin your prostate. You've also been told it will save your prostate. The reality is far more nuanced. The problem isn't masturbation itself, it's how it's done, how often, and under what circumstances. Excessive reliance on pornography, compulsive behaviors, and overstimulation can throw off your body's natural rhythms, leading to potential hormonal imbalances. On the other hand, complete abstinence isn't necessarily a magic bullet for better health. Like most things in life, balance is key. And this is where things get even more interesting. If hormones play such a critical role in all of this, what exactly happens to your body when you overdo it? What if I told you that excessive ejaculation doesn't just affect your prostate, but could be altering your entire hormonal ecosystem, your energy levels, your mood, even your ability to focus? In the next section, we're going to dive deep into the hidden hormonal and inflammatory effects of frequent masturbation. And trust me, you won't want to miss what we uncover next. There's something most men never think about. What if your body is quietly fighting against you every time you reach for another release? What if the pleasure you're chasing is triggering a chain reaction inside you? One that could be influencing not just your mind, but your hormones, your energy levels, and even your prostate health. The truth is, every single ejaculation is more than just a moment of relief. It's a biochemical event. And if you don't understand what's happening beneath the surface, you could be unknowingly throwing your entire system off balance. Let's start with testosterone, the very hormone that fuels masculinity, drive, and overall well-being. The idea that masturbation can deplete testosterone has been debated for years, but the truth is more complicated. Short-term abstinence can cause temporary spikes in testosterone, but chronic overindulgence can lead to a very different outcome. See, every ejaculation triggers the release of prolactin, a hormone that not only signals satisfaction, but also actively reduces dopamine levels in the brain. The more often you ejaculate, the more prolactin builds up, leading to a gradual dampening of your dopamine response. Over time, this can make you feel sluggish, unmotivated, and even reduce your testosterone production, something most men never realize is happening. But it doesn't stop there. Your prostate, a gland deeply intertwined with your reproductive health, is directly affected by hormonal fluctuations. Testosterone converts into dihydrotestosterone, DHT, which plays a crucial role in prostate growth. While healthy DHT levels are essential, excessive stimulation and ejaculation could potentially lead to an overstimulation of androgen receptors in the prostate, contributing to inflammation and other long-term issues. And here's where things get even more interesting. Chronic inflammation in the prostate has been linked to conditions like prostatitis, a painful and often misunderstood condition that can make even sitting down feel uncomfortable. Think about this. Have you ever experienced an unexplained discomfort in your lower abdomen after frequent ejaculation? That subtle soreness isn't just in your head. Excessive sexual activity can cause congestion in the prostate, leading to a condition known as pelvic floor dysfunction. This occurs when the muscles surrounding the prostate become tense and irritated, creating a cycle of inflammation that can cause urinary issues, discomfort, and even changes in sexual performance. The more you ignore it, the worse it can get. And yet so many men brush off these warning signs as nothing more than temporary soreness. And then there's the issue of overstimulation. In today's world, where pornography is more accessible than ever, many men are unknowingly training their brains to crave more intense and frequent stimulation. Every time you consume adult content, your brain releases a surge of dopamine, reinforcing the behavior. But here's the problem. Dopamine is the same neurotransmitter responsible for motivation, focus, and energy. When it's constantly depleted by overstimulation, it can lead to what experts call dopamine desensitization, a state where normal everyday activities no longer feel rewarding. This doesn't just affect your mind. It has a direct impact on your physical health, including your prostate's ability to function properly. But what happens if you go in the opposite direction? What if you decide to stop ejaculating altogether? Some men claim that semen retention supercharges their energy, sharpens their focus, and even enhances their overall physical health. There's some truth to this. Moderation in sexual activity does allow for better hormonal regulation. However, complete abstinence isn't necessarily a golden ticket to better health. Long-term lack of ejaculation can lead to a buildup of seminal fluid, which some studies suggest may increase the risk of prostatitis or even prostate cancer. The body is designed to maintain a balance, and extreme behavior, whether too much or too little, can throw that balance off. So where does this leave us? If excessive ejaculation leads to hormonal depletion and inflammation, and complete abstinence could cause stagnation in the prostate, what's the solution? The answer isn't black and white. Every man's body is different, and factors like genetics, diet, lifestyle, and age all play a role in determining what's best. But one thing is certain, ignoring the biological consequences of your habits is not an option. And this leads us to the bigger picture, because your prostate health isn't just about ejaculation. It's about everything you do, what you eat, how you move, how well you sleep, and even how much stress you carry. If you think masturbation is the only factor influencing your prostate, you're missing the full story. In the next section, we'll uncover the lifestyle factors that could be silently affecting your prostate's long-term health, and some of them might surprise you. If you truly want to take control of your health, you won't want to miss what comes next. Most men go through life without ever thinking about their prostate until something goes wrong. And by the time they start paying attention, the damage may have already been done. You've heard about the potential risks of excessive ejaculation, the hormonal shifts, the inflammatory responses. But what if I told you that your prostate health isn't just about how often you masturbate? What if your daily habits, the food you eat, the stress you carry, and even how much you sleep are quietly shaping your prostate's future? And now, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and type, "I want to live better," if you're ready to take control of your health and make smarter choices starting today. Let's build a community of men who are committed to living stronger, healthier lives. Let's start with something you do multiple times a day: eating. Most people don't realize that diet plays a huge role in prostate health. Processed foods, excessive sugar, and unhealthy fats create a state of chronic inflammation in the body, which can directly impact your prostate. One of the worst culprits? Seed oils and trans fats, which are found in fast food, processed snacks, and even some so-called healthy options. These oils contribute to oxidative stress, which can accelerate prostate enlargement and even increase the risk of cancer. On the flip side, a diet rich in antioxidants, healthy fats, and natural anti-inflammatory compounds can protect your prostate from long-term damage. Tomatoes, for example, contain lycopene, a powerful antioxidant shown to reduce the risk of prostate issues. Fatty fish like salmon and sardines are loaded with omega-3s, which help combat inflammation. And let's not forget cruciferous vegetables like broccoli and cauliflower, which contain compounds that naturally detoxify the body and lower the risk of prostate disease. But diet is just one piece of the puzzle. Movement is another. If you spend most of your day sitting, whether it's at a desk, in your car, or on the couch, you might be unknowingly harming your prostate. The prostate sits just below the bladder and in front of the rectum, meaning prolonged pressure from sitting can cause congestion in the gland. This congestion can lead to discomfort, inflammation, and even urinary problems over time. Regular exercise, particularly aerobic activities like jogging, swimming, or cycling, helps keep blood flow moving efficiently through the pelvic region, reducing inflammation and promoting prostate health. But here's the thing. Certain types of exercise might be doing more harm than good. Long-distance cycling, for example, places direct pressure on the perineum, which can contribute to prostate irritation and even nerve damage if done excessively. And then there's stress, something most men completely overlook when it comes to their health. Chronic stress isn't just a mental issue. It wreaks havoc on the body's hormonal balance, increasing levels of cortisol, the body's primary stress hormone. When cortisol levels remain elevated for long periods, testosterone production takes a hit. But that's not all. High stress levels have been linked to increased inflammation throughout the body, including the prostate. Ever notice how stress can make existing health issues worse? That's because stress triggers an immune response that can intensify symptoms of prostatitis and other prostate-related conditions. The solution? Prioritizing relaxation techniques, whether it's meditation, deep breathing, or even just unplugging from digital distractions for a while, can have a direct impact on your prostate health. And let's not forget one of the most underrated factors of all: sleep. The body does most of its healing and hormone regulation while you sleep. Poor sleep quality, whether from insomnia, late-night screen exposure, or stress-induced restlessness, can lead to a drop in melatonin levels. Melatonin isn't just a sleep hormone. It also has powerful antioxidant properties that help protect the prostate from cellular damage. Studies have shown that men who consistently get poor sleep are at a higher risk of developing prostate cancer. Think about that. Simply not getting enough quality sleep could be increasing your chances of serious prostate issues down the line. So where does this leave us? You've learned that your prostate health isn't just about ejaculation. It's about balance. Balancing your hormone levels, reducing inflammation, maintaining a healthy diet, keeping your body active, managing stress, and prioritizing sleep. The truth is, most men ignore these things until it's too late. They don't realize that the choices they make every single day are shaping their long-term health. But now, you know better. Now you have the knowledge to take control of your prostate health before problems arise. It's not about fear, it's about empowerment. You don't have to wait until you experience discomfort, urinary issues, or worse to start making changes. You can start today. And before you go, I want to thank you for watching this video. If you made it this far, it means you care about your health, and that's the first step toward real transformation. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more content like this, and share it with someone who might need to hear it. Your health is in your hands, so take action and make it count. See you in the next one.